this project. We got the Mossberg 590A1 shotgun. This is a 14-inch barrel length. And to this project, it's going to be putting this as a tactical SureShell Shotshell carrier. So this has a pick rail with the pocket for shot shells. Now, getting this in Canada can be a mission. It's a pain in the butt. But anyways, this is how it comes in. And this is what it looks like right here. And the red dot I'm going to put it on is going to be the Trijicon SRO on this guy. Okay, so dilemma. I like my red dot on shotguns very low. Now there are options out there like ScalarWorks and whatnot. They have their skin version where you can actually literally plant it right on the surface of the receiver. But the dilemma with that is that, you know, what do I do about my shot shell carrier? So the only option that I found, and there are other options which are, I wanted to get an option which is pretty durable, and like this guy's material is really good. It's not some plastic or anything like that. And the second thing is also, I didn't want to, I think the other options are like they're taping them and stuff like that, which I didn't want. This one is pretty straightforward. You just screw it in on top and you're good to go. That's that. Now with Mesa Tactical, if you ever bought one, so this comes with a couple 4 screws right here, because that's where obviously you got the 4 screws. They give you this thing too. This is meant for something like, I don't know if you can see in here, there's a tube right there in the right hand side, which is meant for, you know, making, when you put your shot shells in, create some tension. That's what it's for. Now, their manual, this guy's outdated. Like, it's outdated. Like, it's a generic manual. It's not for this part right here. The manual, it's a generic manual for, I mean, it is a manual for this, but it's for a bunch of other different rifles, different type of models like Remington, Mossberg, Pinelli. So that's one. And the second issue, well, it's not an issue, but it's more, it's outdated. So they have an older version of this, which requires you to have a gasket, and you know, you have to screw it in from here and all that. But this is the redesigned model. They redesigned it to make it simple and to screw this on the top, but they didn't update their manual. So the things that will throw you off in the manual, they will say, oh, you need to have, you know, it comes with certain stuff in there, which it doesn't. So, and the way I found out is I actually called them up, because I had to call them as a tactical. I was like, hey, I ordered this part. I didn't get half the stuff that is telling me that I should be having in this and this. And it's like, yeah, the manual is not really accurate right now. They're working to update the manual. And so if you purchase this, right, and then if you're like, holy crap, I don't have. So for example, they will say for Mossberg 591, there's supposed to be a steel mounted cleat that needs to be first installed, which that was the older version. You don't need a cleat anymore, something like that. Again, so there are gonna be parts like that, which threw me off. So I didn't know if the local gun shop that I bought it from here in Canada, maybe they messed it up, or it was a Mesa Tactical. I wasn't sure, so I called them up and they're like, no, you got everything what you need. It's just that the manual's outdated. This is the newer version. This is how they do it. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so here's what you need. You need a gun vise. Obviously, you're gonna need the actual piece from Mesa Tactical, the rail and the Shotshell carrier, and the screw that they gave you. You need some kind of torque screwdriver. You need a blue Loctite. You will also need Q-tip and also some sort of a cleaning solution for, you know, degreasing or whatever, because we're going to clean that out. Okay, before you start your work, always make sure your firearm is not loaded and it's clear. I already did that for this. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is going to take care of this guy and that guy right there. So we're going to take that out. So don't get confused with this. This is to adjust the close ring, right? So we're going to be going for this guy and then this guy. Multitask, look at that. Okay, so now that we got the 2 screws out, the next thing we'll do is, I don't know if there's a better way to do this. You grab onto this thing, again, not this, but right here, this little wheel, and just keep spinning it, and it should come off. There's a screw there that will, see, it's all good. So again, we're grabbing onto this and just spin it, spin it, spin it. Don't hold on to this, but just this guy right here. All right, so the co-string's up. You can save this for later. Now if you look at the actual Shotshell carrier, this is how it will line up. So they took out the 3 screws out. We gotta take that guy out. All right, all 4 screws are out. All right, the next step, again, you're gonna take something a cleaner, dip your Q-tip in there, and go in there and actually get everything out. All right, they're clean now, good to go. Okay, so the next step, we're gonna be putting the screws in. So you're gonna need a blue Loctite, the 4 screws to get it going. Apply the blue Loctite. Okay, now they're in there. Let's try to screw them in. So we're not gonna screw all the way. Just trying to get them placed in there first. It's good. Get the second screw in. And the last one. Okay, they're all in. Now that I screwed everything in there with this, I'm gonna be tightening this up. So again, the manual doesn't say much, but when I called Mesa Tactical, they said this 15" per pound should be good enough. So, all right, I'm gonna get this guy's torqued to 15" per pound. Click number 1. Click number 2. Click number 3. Click number 4. All right, it's in there. Okay, so it's mounted in there. This is what it looks like. I really like it. I like the fact that it has a little bit of gap in between the carrier and the body of the receiver. And it's mounted pretty solid in there. As you can see, this rubber gasket there, like I said, to create tension. So actually, let's try this out with some shells. Goes in pretty nice. Shove it in. I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. And stay tuned for my next video, which I'll be showing how I install the Trijicon SRO red dot on this. All right,